I think we need marriage reform. And with that, every 5 years, you got to renew the marriage license, like your driver license, like your your nurse license.
Really smart.
So I don't let my kids watch Disney because I don't want them to think an ugly frog gonna kiss a frog and a Prince Charming gonna come out the way. I start them off with Tina Turner in the Ike store.
Damn. Okay.
By showing hands, who could have been married?
It don't matter if you could have been.
Who could have been? If I wanted to be married, I could have been married plenty of times.
That's not a flex. It's only a flex if you got the ring to show off and you with somebody that you actually love, admire, and respect.
That's why she keep leaving.
Being obedient, being submissive is so different. I would love to be submissive and obedient to whoever allows me to be in that safe, whatever allows me to be in that safe place. I really do. But I'm not gonna lie, like I'm a boss as well. So to train me, I'm be training you too. Like.
When did we start letting married people have boyfriends and girlfriends? When did that become a thing? You be having girlfriends?
Nah. Nigga might be reading the nigga obituary.
So you say your wife don't play like that?
Hell no.
Okay, so what are you thinking about this our open marriages and infidelity and all that? Anton over here sizzling. What's going on?
I'm chilling.
You sure? Are you okay?
I'm 100%.
Okay. What do you think is should marriages be open? Like, is that a thing that should?
Nah. Listen, I think that's childish. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe the purest form of growing up, you know what I'm saying, is getting married. You know, like, yo, I'm gonna dedicate my life to one person. I'm gonna put the dick on the shelf. We're gonna put it up here for this one person, and we really gonna rock life out. You know, when you really look at life for what it is, it's like, yo, this shit comes in all types of ways.
He said dick on the shelf.
COVID, all these. You want somebody to go through life with. You know what I'm saying? And that's one person. You don't want 3 different opinions about what's going on. You just want one person to say, this shit fucked up. Yeah, it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You want that one person. So having everybody in your marriage, like, that shit ain't gonna be a marriage for long. We know that shit don't never work for real.
I think sometimes these relationships and marriages be going through the ups and downs they go through because they lack God. Absolutely. I think that they lack God, and I think that it's obvious that they don't have God at the center of what it is they call a relationship.
The union before God. That's what marriage is.
I think that a lot of these relationships aren't going to withstand the testament of time for real because they're not meant to be together to begin with.
Didn't the Bible even say that people can have multiple wives? I'm just curious about that, but I could have sworn the Bible did state that men can't have multiple wives. I know Solomon, he had a whole bunch of concubines, so that might be a little dicey on that part.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like when your marriage is already messed up, it's because the foundation before marriage was messed up. Absolutely. A lot of people getting married nowadays. You asking like, can you have an open marriage? People have open relationships.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be faithful anymore. You know, nobody wants to be committed to one person no more. And people really just want to get married because, well, I spent so much time with this person, let's get married. But if you're cheating on this person before you get married, then you're gonna cheat on that person after you get married because it's about the foundation. It's not about the ring.
People want the wedding and not the marriage.
That's it.
Especially
women.
They want the ring and the wedding.
Especially women. And men do it because I'm gonna just give her what she wants.
That's it.
Opposed to saying this is what God has ordained.
Exactly.
It's the union before God. I am the head and she is the rib, and where I lack, she is to hold it together. That's biblically what it's for. People don't go through marriage counseling with a pastor.
Nope.
You don't have a God-fearing man. You don't have a God-fearing woman. Prayer and the prayer life is not the center of your marriage or your life. And so that's
Well, usually it's because people get married for the wrong reasons. Marriage is about survival. And marriage is about, honestly, I hate to say it, women benefit the most from marriage.
why you lack discipline, because that's what cheating and all that is. It's a lack of discipline.
Absolutely.
Being obedient starts with God, and you be obedient to yourself.
Negative. So once you get married,
As soon as you mention God, you know what time
I've
it
had
is.
enough of this malarkey. So once you get married, there is no such thing as cheating. Okay? When you go, you say them vows, you, her, and God become what? One. So when he go get some coochie, it's not just him. It's y'all.
So can I come with you?
You
Sure,
there.
y'all.
Can I come with
We
you?
are there in spirit.
No. If you go get some coochie
I'm
physically,
performing
I want coochie
as
too.
one.
Okay. I want coochie too.
He probably
Hercules.
That's crazy.
The construct of marriage is so outdated. I think this is the only thing we ain't changed since the education system, since the biblical days. I think we need marriage reform, and with that,
Marriage reform is crazy.
no, seriously, like we need to start having marriage license. Let's renew it. Okay, every 5 years you got to renew the marriage license, like your driver license, like your
That's
your nurse
actually
license.
really smart.
So at the end of these 5 years, I don't have to cheat. I can opt out this relationship.
That's very smart. I'm not even gonna lie. That might be that would be great, and it would be really great for guys. That would be amazing for guys. And I guarantee you this: you will have a lot of females, the ones who are, in creating turmoil in their marriages. They will act right. I guarantee you they would act right if you had a 5-year deadline on that marriage license to say, I think I'm gonna go ahead and let this thing cancel out. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna renew this contract. I guarantee you females would act a whole lot better knowing that. And it should be some fine line details of where you can, end that contract and don't have to pay no extra or no wild shit, depending on how deep y'all at. That would be fire.
And get out of here.
5 years a long
Boy,
time.
you
Come
know,
on,
2K, we be on the same page, and then you start pissing me off. Then when you start pissing me off, every time you've been real quiet so far, what you over here cooking
I
up?
bring y'all solution.
That's
No,
lit.
you bring up
Nobody else
bullshit.
do it.
That's bullshit.
You
That's
ain't
all,
mad. You, I
2K.
think the boy's slow.
You
Damn. She said, I think the boy's slow. Damn.
That's hilarious.
Anton, what you thinking over here? Because you over here marinating.
No, I just don't. I don't think that. I think it's different now because people have remixed what marriage is to be completely different than what it was in yesteryear. You know what I'm saying? I think that people
sure.
have too many options. They make themselves available to too many people.
Facts.
Yeah.
Social media.
Social media also,
Opposite sex.
and I don't think that guys cheat as much as people try to make it out to be. I really don't. I think that women cheat more.
Right.
You don't think
Right.
No.
Yeah, I
Not only
agree.
do they cheat more, I think they
Yes.
cheat more successfully.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. That's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Really?
'Cause I suck at cheating.
Y'all also cheat with y'all emotions. It's not only the physical. Y'all cheat with y'all emotions. Conversation with guys, whether it be work or just friends, that's still cheating. If you got guy friends that you chit chat with every single day or every other day, that's cheating because you're getting a release in a different form. It is cheating.
Individual.
What happens when you cheat?
I've never really done it, but I've done things where, like, if not, I've never.
Never really done it.
No, I've never
Remix
cheated in a
that one.
relationship. But I've done things where I've still dealt with my person after we broke up, and I was still dealing with them and fucking
Yeah.
with somebody else. And I'm terrible at it because I'm too.
problem.
I can't. I'll be like, listen, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. I ain't gonna lie, because I can't lie. Like I suck at lying. And then I one of them people like when I'm in, I'm in. You know, you gonna feel it, you gonna see it. So I just suck at it. I'm not good at it.
I think.
That's a lie.
But when I'm loyal, I'm
I
loyal.
think that
I'm
I
so
think that
loyal,
women
like a
suck at
dog.
relationships in general.
Wait a minute.
No, they really do.
So
I
I
can-
can
I
agree.
can agree
I
with
do.
that.
I can agree a little bit because women have a thought of a type, and a type is false.
Yeah.
Because
That's always
a
the
lot
person
of
to fuck you
times
over.
we look for something that's not for real, and social media gives us this false sense of reality when it comes to life in general. So look at these pictures. They're the Lulu Darla. They look at these pictures of what they think it is, and they don't know what. They look at the surface. They don't know what's going on behind
Do
closed
you know what
doors.
was the first delusion y'all had? Disney Channel. Okay.
I'm gonna say this before he get into his analogy. Most women, they'll have something good right in front of them, and they don't even understand how a relationship should be set up to actually appreciate it. You know, women sit in a whole nother realm when it comes to how they really value certain things. I'm not saying all, but most. It's a delusion of what a real man should be and what provisioning and protection really is. It's hard for women to internalize that, and which is why they sabotage a lot of their relationships. And women can be very narcissistic, selfish, the whole not all, but some, most.
Okay, I think we need to start living life in reverse. I don't let my kids watch Disney because I don't want them to think an ugly frog gonna kiss a frog and a Prince Charming gonna come out the way. I start them off with Tina Turner in the Ike store.
Damn, this man said.
I want to be real with my children.
This man said.
And then we work our way
Right.
down to
The fact that he say cheers
Eat the cake, anime. Eat the cake.
was enough.
and
Damn.
we work our way down to that. But they need to know all the aspects of what marriage looks like.
How old you let them? How old were you when they saw Tina getting slapped around in the limousine?
But she ate now.
Crazy.
So that was like 6. But she had to see it.
Tina fought back in that limo.
She did.
Yeah, she did.
Tina
She
won.
fought.
She beat him with the
I'm not
boot.
sure
Tina
that
came to
Tina
life.
ever. I'm not sure that Tina ever got married again though.
She did.
She did.
Tina
White
did.
man.
Yeah.
The
white
white
guy?
man,
Yeah.
he was
Like a
well,
German.
Tina just died married to the white guy. He was I don't know what he was, like a producer or something like that. But yeah, she just died recently, but that's who she was married to before.
Her manager.
Oh, it's her
It's always
manager.
the man.
Yeah. It's always a guy that's close.
Oh,
to her.
personal
Yeah,
trainer.
Always
personal
got his
trainer.
handle. Always.
Damn, that's
Always
crazy.
a man that's handling business.
Oh, you dumb
crazy.
bitches. Moving on with the guys that make sense. Right.
That's crazy. Tom Brady. It was the jiu-jitsu instructor for his children that his ex-wife just had a baby by. That's crazy.
No, it's always a guy that handle business until it's like a Wendy Williams situation.
Yeah.
Then they gonna say that, oh no, you know what I'm saying? He taking advantage of her or he leeching off of her.
Yeah.
I never felt like that.
So it's a yin and a yang, right? Because you'll never be able to make them happy. But the key to relationships and the key to marriage is not necessarily what you like about the person, is what you're willing to tolerate. And that's the part that people really don't understand.
Do what works for you.
That is true.
Well, no, you can't
No,
do it works
it's
for
a
you.
white, it's a black and white. It's,
No, you can't
it's
do it
the
works
right
for
way
you.
and the wrong way.
It's what
No.
you listen.
As a couple, if it works for y'all, it works for y'all.
But it work until it don't. That's what I'm saying.
That's for everything, though.
has
No, it's not with
And
everything.
then you figure out
because
a new solution.
if you figuring out what it is that you can tolerate with the person. See, it's easy to like a person when they're great, and even when y'all have disagreements or arguments. But it's very difficult when you having that same argument when ain't nobody got no money,
Yeah.
or you go broke, right?
Yeah.
Or you know what I'm saying? It's a situation where you're having a family issue or a life event happen or different things
I
that
don't like
happen.
you no more because that happened.
The foundational core values have to exist within a relationship. I'm married, so I can speak on this because I'm married. The foundational core values have to be there. And when he mentioned about the toleration point, yes, you have to be with someone who you can tolerate the most shit from and still look at them and say, I love you, I appreciate you. But both players have roles, and y'all need to really stick to those roles to fight it out and make it happen and make it work for the longevity. And it works by each party understanding the nature of each other. Men have to understand women to acquire them, but women don't really understand the nature of men and just understand our biology and our makeup, which is why they feel like, oh, why are you looking at other women? Or you like, you know, you look at females, or you look. It's in our biology to just do that. It is what it is. But if we're providing and taking care of the home and coming home, that matters more.
I can love you and I like you.
I wish my wife was here to tell y'all. Y'all prioritize happiness too much.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
I agree.
When you take
Yes.
your vows, or you
That's true.
look
We
in the Bible,
prioritize
it-
happiness too
100%.
much.
Yeah.
Ladies that women
It
prioritize.
don't-
I believe that men prioritize happiness.
Literally.
too much. That's the
Absolutely.
reason
No,
why
no,
they
we-
cheat.
Hold on,
we have the art of
Okay, so
settling.
I want you to get your
Dylan.
thought off.
We
and
suffer.
I want L and Red to
we
respond.
be miserable.
I'm gonna slip in real quick. He just said we be miserable. Men suffer to make sure the family is happy. We will suffer, and I'm gonna go ahead and let them finish. I'm not gonna
with
talk
some
too
of y'all.
much.
Let's just get that started. All right?
Touche.
But once we lock in, you are our misery. Okay?
That's real shit.
Listen,
Hey, yeah,
You
we gotta
want
deal with
this?
you. Gotta deal with you for life.
I'm gonna take what come with you.
Yeah.
You leave me for that happiness, and that's selfish.
Yeah.
You can't do that. And that's how I keep my relationship afloat. Like, we have put happiness aside long ago, but we find ourselves being happy now that we have done away with happiness.
Not you over here making me smile and proud of you, boy. That was kind of good.
Happiness starts
The
here.
hoes gonna love that.
Yo, he talking about the hoes gonna love that. Hey, they is gonna love that. That's a real Hallmark card moment right there. But
Happiness starts here
Get your
with
friend.
myself. Happiness starts with
That was funny
myself.
what you said, too.
Absolutely. I think
And you're an addition to my happiness, but you don't.
Yeah, you gotta make yourself happy before
I
you
have
get
to
with
make
somebody.
me happy. L has to be happy with L. It's only times in my relationship where I'm not feeling my best, and it has something to do with you.
Yeah.
But women be
But I
moving
think
on
that
so
it's
quick that
I think it's a difference between being unhappy with yourself and being unhappy in a relationship or in a marriage. And I think that sometimes what you say, I feel like holds a lot. It does hold weight, I think, because I think that a lot of sometimes when we feel unhappy with our personal selves, that's going to make us unhappy in marriage too. And we're not looking at the fact that we're not like looking at the foundation of the issue. The surface issue may be okay. I'm not happy with what he's doing, but it's deeper than that, because then y'all get divorced or separate, and you're still miserable on your own.
I think for me, when I'm locked in with somebody, I put your needs and your wants before mine, right? Whether I'm happy with myself or not, right? So I'm always gonna put you before me. I'm always gonna pour into you. I'm always gonna be there for you. I'm always gonna invest in you. Anybody I've been with has been up with me. Like
Bro, this girl sound like she lying, because just a show ago, she was talking a lot of narcissistic, selfish bullshit. I don't believe what she's saying right now. I don't believe you invest in your person all the time. I believe that you want to be invested in, and you want to be, pampered and treated like a princess.
Never, and I've always been very, like, as soon as I get into a relationship, I'm very much like, what do you want to do? What do you need? What can I help you with? What can I, how can I assist? Like, I'm so big on that. I'm so big on wanting to be a good person in your life. You know what I mean? And I think that's why I think women put your happiness before mine all the time.
Is it because you're looking for it to be reciprocated?
I do. I want it to be reciprocated for sure. Because
that ain't fair.
But that's not the. I feel like reciprocation is just something that should just happen. I feel like if you're with somebody, you love them. You see me pouring into you, pour back into me. Because if you don't pour into me, then we can't get to where we're at.
But it's gonna be time.
Some people are very selfish. Some people are very self-centered. You know what I mean?
The pouring usually already happens on the man's side by default. We pour into our woman by default, so why do I have to pour even more when we just do it just naturally? We want to make sure our woman is straight, the family's straight. We pouring from the beginning. When we first meet y'all, when we take y'all on a date, get little gifts and shit like that. We're always pouring into the woman, but when we can take a step back and stop pouring into ourselves, you're gonna win by default. Your happiness is a byproduct of my success. It just is what it is.
I mean, I do feel like men sometimes overlook a woman's happiness because we feel like it's our job.
I'm not doing that.
Why aren't you doing that?
See, that's why you toxic.
She gonna be a good
Why she
basketball
toxic? She gonna be a good basketball wife. Wrong sister.
Wrong sister. Wrong sister.
Not too much on my girl.
Not too much on my girl.
Hey.
No, I think she's a phenomenal person. She got a great personality. But I can see where the toxicity is.
I'm not toxic at all. I'm not toxic.
Why do you think she's toxic, Anton?
I'm interested to hear what he has to say.
Break it down.
I'm not.
Right? Knowing my friend, I'm very curious.
I'm not.
Why you think
I don't even want to look at her ass. I'm on the 5 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
She that toxic?
I am not. Bro, you
What
don't
is
even
it about
know
her that's
bro.
toxic?
You
Well,
don't
okay,
know me.
Yeah,
You can't say that. You don't.
I know your type.
You don't know my type.
Damn.
What's her name? Come on, get into the details.
Well, first, all right. So let me preface this by saying that. All right. So what makes a relationship great is because people are too busy existing with each other and they being miserable with each other, right? That's not a marriage. It's a marriage, but it's not being successfully married, right? So this is the difference between being successfully married and being in a relationship or just being married. I focus 98 to 99% of my time on the thing that I like about you. And then I spend the other 1 to 2% of my time trying to fix whatever the problem is. But I'm not here to change you. I'm just here to enjoy you. You see what I'm saying? But so many people are trying to modify the person or say, why you not focused on my happiness? No, I'm focused on what I like about you.
Absolutely.
And so the difference is that women look for reciprocation instead of looking for satisfaction, whereas men are looking for peace.
That's it.
We will go out there and we'll grind and we'll hustle. And our definition of love is the fact that we are making sure that you got a roof over your head, that you got a nice car to drive, and that you don't have the same problems as other women. And you'll say or you'll think that we don't care about you because we're not reciprocating in the way that you show love to us.
Yeah.
Because the value that you bring to me is completely different than how it is that I see value in you.
That's about understanding each other's love languages.
No, that love language bullshit, I hate hearing that. There's no such thing. Because love is going to be done in different ways, different time periods, constantly.
This love language
Love
is about
language
who
is
you
bullshit.
date.
Don't
Who are you
believe that.
dating?
Oh,
Who are
come
you
on,
dating
man.
as well?
In a way of
It's bullshit.
the
Love
way
language
I
is
love and the way
It
you
is.
want to be loved can be two different things. And
Yeah.
that also, you have to understand your partner and get to know your partner before you decide to jump and dive into a relationship. or
No,
marriage.
That doesn't
no, that doesn't.
It does.
Because
I have
you're
to love you
going
the
to
way
be-
you want to be loved.
Because even if, listen, where you meet,
Why do you need to be loved the Pacific way? I'm sorry for cutting you up, Anton. Why do you need to be loved the Pacific way? Everything's gonna be situational. Day by day is gonna be different. There is no Pacific way to love me all the time. It doesn't work like that. Just go with the flow.
meet me is not where I'm going. A lot of times people
It changes. Love languages change depending on where you're
The
going.
reason,
Absolutely.
listen, most of the
crazy.
time, men be up here as the relationship go, and women be down here. All the way down here. Women do like this, men go like this.
I
And the
agree.
reason that
That's
is,
true.
and that's why I tell
No,
dudes,
I agree.
That's why I tell
Yeah.
dudes a lot of times, don't get with chicks based off of where you see her. Go get with her based off of where you project yourself to
Self to
be.
be.
Because
Yeah.
she,
That's real.
in 10 years, you gonna be a different person, and she gonna be a different person.
Fact.
But is she capable of aligning herself with you based off of where you gonna be?
Yeah, withstanding what you
What's
can
your-
Women usually get lazier as time goes on, and that's just a fact from what I've noticed from my experience.
And so a lot of times, women a lot of times will get with guys based off of where they present themselves at that moment. But they are so focused on that instead of focused on where I'm gonna be later.
Yeah.
So when you focus,
Because you still got to get there, and if you don't get there,
No.
and then I fuck around and have a kid with you,
Nah.
then it's gonna be people on panels
Most
talking about how I
men-
should have chosen.
Exactly.
most men
Nah.
don't even get to the apex of who they are until they in their late 50s.
Yeah,
But you're
true.
only as
Nope,
great
nope.
as the woman in your life.
No, that's not true.
What do you expect from your woman?
What?
What do you
That's
not
expect?
true.
What do you expect from the woman in your life? What do you expect us to do?
I was great
Obedience.
before you came. That's
What
why
did you? What
wanted
do
to
you
be
expect?
with
What do
me.
you
You was
expect from your
musty
wife?
before I got
No,
here.
no,
Nigga,
I
shut up.
I told you. Did you hear me?
What do you expect?
Obedience. 100%.
Get her, she evil.
No,
in
seriously.
the way of what he means by obedience.
Yeah,
Or it's
can
like,
you please?
Obedience and submission.
Submission, right?
No,
That's
the
it. You
submission
don't want
is-
us to cook, clean, take care of the kids, run your errands, pick your
Why
dry
would she
cleaning
laugh
up.
about that?
That
don't need
depends
that.
on the man.
You don't need none of that.
That
We got an
depends on the
assistant.
man.
We got a nanny.
I'm in a whole different
Oh, we got a
way.
nanny.
I'm in a whole
Oh,
different
you
don't
way.
big
need that.
balling.
No, seriously, I am.
Okay,
Every
but
man
that's
does- every
different
man
then.
doesn't
That's
require
different
that.
then. That's
Every man
different
doesn't
then.
require that.
But when you're dating somebody who needs to push and it helps to get to where they're going, right? Right?
You dating the wrong person.
But that's not true.
But you
It
know
is
that's
true.
not fair
Yeah,
because you
you're
just
not
fair.
said
That's
that where
not
somebody
fair.
is,
That's
where they
not
started
fair.
out, is not the apex
But
of where
where
they
you
he's-
gonna
going?
be.
You
He's-
have never
that's
been to where
growth.
you was
He
at.
should not need you to push him. You are a helpmate.
So you've been where you've been. So you've been where you
I was
where you
always
at right
gonna
now.
be
You
great.
always.
I
That's
was
not about
always
always
gonna
being
be
great.
great.
I'm saying you where you at right now. You always been.
I was in
You
high,
never been low.
The minute that I got out of high school, my first year out of high school, I made $120,000 a year. That's a fact. Now, it don't mean that I didn't lose it, but at the same time, that was circumstantial.
What's the
based off
ratio
of
for that for
economy.
every man?
That's
When,
irrelevant.
when you said that she's your helpmate,
No, no, no.
She
It's-
helps you get to where you're going.
I will say this: a woman can help provide inspiration and provide that that extra energy to push harder if you do have a family. It's a plus, but at the same time, a guy's gonna already be built a certain type of way to want to get it out the mud. If he's a grinder, he's just gonna be a grinder throughout his life. If he's motivated in himself, he's gonna be motivated in himself. As long as he don't have no weird habits and he start blowing his money on drugs, women, shit like that. If he's a go-getter, he's gonna stay a go-getter for the most part.
As your helpmate, she doesn't help you get
No,
to
she
where
was
you're going.
she was obedient to what it is that I said, which allowed for her to be the beneficiary of my greatness.
But it's
Y'all,
just-
hey, listen,
Damn, that's
don't
some real
fall,
shit.
don't
Y'all
fall.
not falling
What
for
it
that
really
bullshit.
is,
No,
what it
this is
really
real.
is,
You say a
what
lot-
it
you say a lot of
what it
shit.
really is, what it
That's
really
some good
is,
shit.
what it
That's a lot
really
of
is,
shit.
is that he
Hold
got
on,
a
hold on,
plan.
listen,
He's
listen.
a plan.
Let me
He's
explain.
Aries.
Oh,
No, seriously. You know what women's problem? See, as we deep dive into this conversation,
that's that shit.
what I'm learning,
I would love to talk to his wife.
as we deep dive into this conversation,
I bet she.
what
I bet
y'all are,
she
what
does.
we're learning is that what they thought was marriage is completely different from what it is. See,
I ain't
listen,
gonna, y'all.
listen,
I don't
listen.
even
No,
know.
no.
By show of
This is
hands,
cool.
on-
No,
on
no,
the
this is
stage.
cool.
Who not married?
Yeah,
By
okay.
show of hands, who could have been married?
It don't matter if you
Could've
could
been.
have
I don't
been.
care.
Who could have been? If I wanted to be married, I could have been married plenty of times.
That's not a flex. It's only a flex if you got the ring to show off and you with somebody that you actually love, admire, and respect. You saying that you coulda, shoulda, woulda, or just let's say you could have, ma'am, you still taking an L on that end. So, and you wasting time. The more you keep saying that, your years gonna keep flying by. And it's only gonna get further and further from happening. So,
I decided
Not
not to be
flex.
married. It's
No,
not
no.
about. It's not about if I am. It's about if I wanted to be.
Okay, so
I've been
here's the
close
question.
to. I
That's
done been reading,
crazy.
shopping,
Here's
and all
the
of that. I
question.
decided, nah.
Why
I'm
not?
good.
Why not?
yeah.
Why? Because I just wasn't satisfied.
Because you're toxic.
I'm not toxic. I'm
I
just
said
not
you was
satisfied.
toxic.
I'm not. If I'm not satisfied, I'm not satisfied. I don't settle for just whatever. I don't settle for money. I don't settle for nothing. I settle for how you make me
She
feel.
not toxic. She toxic
Wow.
waste.
You got me
She's
fucked
the
up.
whole problem.
I ain't the whole problem.
The thing
She's
is
the
that
whole problem.
the feeling is
Y'all
not
know
gonna
somebody
always
jump my
remain the feeling.
You wish
Are you?
I was
But
the
here's the
problem.
thing, though. You're not gonna always feel good in your
Yeah.
relationship.
Thank
Sometimes
you.
times they're not gonna
How
be.
ain't you?
Because sometimes, again, it goes. It's a
You always
personal
like
thing.
your wife?
People go through ups and
100%.
downs.
You really always like your wife?
Absolutely. Listen, nobody is gonna be
The way
around
he
me if I
talking,
don't
she
like it.
obedient.
No.
She's submissive. She listens
I'm
to
obedient and
everything.
I think
Let me
that
say what the redhead girl's about to say. She said that you're not always gonna be happy. This woman said that you need to be happy, and that's why she got out of her relationship. It's always gonna be ups and downs. It's gonna be moments where you kind of upset with your partner. You ain't always gonna be 100% happy. Now you still gonna love your partner in the moments that's probably upsetting. You just gonna look at them and laugh and say, "Man, we just gonna get past that." I don't like holding no deep grudges because I know I'm gonna still be with my wife. I love my wife. It's ride or die for us. You feel me? So I get what she's saying on that part, but the other woman saying that she needs to be happy. She's gonna self-destruct herself thinking like that constantly.
Okay, what is my, no, hold on, wait, hold on. What is my wife like?
This nigga wife really the unicorn.
she is.
He ain't playing like.
But to be
I
but to
believe
be
you.
fair,
Your wife.
Trained her beautifully.
You
To be
trained
fair-
her is crazy. Trained is woo.
Trained
he
is
said,
crazy.
I ain't gonna
You
you are
are-
falling.
no,
You are no, because you are
How is
falling
it-
for all of the
But
trigger
she
words.
learned. She
Red,
learned.
hold on.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
trained
follow
your
me.
wife too?
Angel.
You trained your wife too?
Angel.
She's still in training.
Angel, you are falling for all the trigger words. Let me tell
I ain't
I'm gonna
lying.
look you in your face.
Because
Sit back from me,
obedience and
Anton.
submission is not a bad thing.
I'm gonna look you in your eyes and tell
How
you.
is training a bad
I am
thing?
definitely hold on. And he'll tell you, I am definitely an obedient wife.
I believe you are.
He
believe
just
you
he
are.
just trying to trigger you with certain
I'm not
words.
triggering you.
He trying to trigger
No,
you.
seriously.
But we can't talk about what the union of
How
God
don't
is
you-
without using the words that are in the Bible.
How don't you
Exactly.
train guys how to treat you?
You
You
do teach a
absolutely
person
train.
to treat
So
you.
why y'all so
Train-
triggered
Whether
at the
it's
word?
teach or train, it's the same thing.
What are you talking about the word? This is what I know for
You
sure.
teach a person how to treat
This is
you.
what I know
You
for
say you
sure.
was trained with a Sagittarius. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
you can.
No,
but
you
you're-
cannot.
All these
That's why you
signs.
keep leaving
Train
them
on
guys.
train.
that bad.
That's why she keep leaving
Being
them.
obedient and being submissive is so different. I would love to
No,
be
it's
submissive
not.
and obedient to whoever allows me to
You
be
should
in that
be
safe,
that
whatever
on top.
allows me to be in that safe place. I really do. But I'm not gonna lie, like I'm a boss as well. So
Oh,
to
man.
train me, I'm gonna be training you too. Like we
Think
gonna
so?
train each other.
Think so?
For sure. We gonna train each other.
So
Hold on, so y'all would never drop
we
that.
gonna walk
It's
each
just
other.
about knowing that you're not equal to a man.
Right,
There
right,
you go.
yeah.
That's,
Redhead,
that's
best
totally
thing you
fine.
said.
That's totally fine. I don't have to be equal to a man. I love the fact that I want somebody to take me and allow me to be in my submissive place. I love that, right? But I'm very outspoken. I'm very smart.
And that doesn't mean you can't be
No,
submissive,
I'm just.
though.
It is not being submissive. It's not being a
Get her.
submissive. It's just like I have my own. You know what I'm saying?
Can you
Brain
be
as
trained?
well.
Can you
Can
be
I be trained?
I
You know, I mean,
I
we'll
think
get there.
I think so.
You astray. You untrainable. You definitely astray, man.
Hold on. Let me
We'll
let me
get
just
there. I
strong. It
mean,
takes a strong
What do you
person to
mean?
do it.
Hold on.
if I can, I don't know.
Can you be trained?
I don't know.
I think she can be.
Yeah,
I know she
I
can.
think that
I know she
think
can be
that
trained.
because
The
honestly,
hardness is a
Man,
shield.
Anton said, I know she
It's a shield
can.
of protection.
Before I got with my husband, I was very much so, very much so. F these dudes, about to have a good time, we about to turn up, da 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 da. You know, I'm supposed to be in a relationship with this person, but I don't care. I'm over here doing whatever I want to do. Like I was very much so, just doing what I want to do, just free spirited for real. But I was just telling
You gotta
somebody the
let
story
that
a couple
out your
days ago. The day JT and I got back together. He came down to Miami for my 29th birthday. At this point in time, he wasn't even somebody that I was talking to every day. He literally was like, no, I'm coming to get my chick though. When we went to the restaurant that we went to, a guy that I actually had been talking to texted me and said, hey, I just saw you came in. Come over here for a second. I looked at JT. Now, it was me, JT, my friends, and his friends. I looked at JT. I looked at my phone. I looked at JT. I looked at my phone. And I said, I walked in here with this man. I'm not about to embarrass him by going to talk to another man.
Exactly.
I had never felt that level of respect for somebody in my life.
I
A man.
That story alone proves that if a woman finds you respectable, if they respect you, they find you attractive, they admire you, they will not disrespect you. But when women, like let's say that dude would have texted her and she went over there and she went in with that guy, that would have showed so much distrust, so much, no loyalty, and women will do that if they don't like you or if they don't appreciate you. But if they really respect you, they won't even try and disrespect you on any type of level.
I had never felt like I wanted to give a man that kind of respect before, and that's how I knew, like, okay, this something different. This something for real.
It really
So I
depends
do
on who you is.
It depends
Absolutely.
on
I think everybody can. I think everyone
Yeah, for
can be
sure.
trained when they're in a space of not only feeling safe, but feeling seen, feeling heard, feeling like you know what,
You're in my silence.
you're really my person. And you really gonna protect me.
in my.
They don't like the word trained, and when she's saying all this, I'm feeling, if you're protecting me, you have me in this safe space, I feel wanted and heard. No, y'all doing it for the guy that y'all really rock with, and that's it. Y'all don't have to be in these certain emotional spaces to actually follow and listen. No, that's not true.
My silence.
Yeah,
It sounds
that.
good.
I'm not gonna play
if you
with
weren't
I
if you
know
weren't a
that.
reliable man, if you weren't a man of God, if you weren't the man that you told her she was gonna be, your wife wouldn't be the way she is with you.
But imagine how
true.
much
False.
further you would have been if you let
True
your
or
wife
false?
have some type of
No.
say,
Hold on,
Susan
no,
said
because
she's not
I
gonna
say
no.
so, though.
Input. I'm just saying. What you mean say so?
Taking deep breaths.
No,
Like, what is up with a say so? I can't no say
Right,
so.
you can
I'm gonna say this real quick. I've seen women that'll ride or die for bums. I've seen two crackheads ride or die together. Bums on the street, woman and male together. So a woman will crash out if she's with the guy that she really deems like, yo, I'm with this guy. This dude has a hole on me. She's gonna fall off the cliff with him, and that's a fact. So whether Anton's wife knew whether he was gonna be successful or not, she already was rocking with him. And then he already knew he was gonna be something. She believed in that, and she stayed with him, and she benefit off of it.
Being submissive doesn't mean you don't have a say so.
I'm not
Being
saying this-
obedient doesn't mean you don't
I'm
have a
not
say
saying
so.
that, but what I'm saying is I wouldn't have
It's
went
a
over
lot-
to the table either. I wouldn't have. I was like, hell no, you seen me here, old boy. Like
It's
you know,
allowing
you know,
him to
no,
lead
I'm
you.
not doing that. It is about allowing me, but you have to need me as well.
Who's to say he doesn't?
I didn't say he
Hold on,
doesn't,
but-
but I'm
but
saying
a
you need me as well, though.
Certain men need women for certain things, right? Well,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
especially when it's roles. Roles
Yeah.
are super important in relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like the man I believe a woman should be with is the man that came on there and already placed the roles before he met you. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I was single for 3 years. Nah, nobody even spending the night at my house. I was super, you know what I'm saying, strict on what I wanted. When I found a woman I wanted, all right, what those bills look like? Let me see what's going on in your life right here.
Hell no.
This is what we doing, this is what we doing. And that's what I took on, you know what I'm
That's what me
saying?
and True Love, we different.
And then
Hell
that's when I
nah.
bossed up.
You gotta
know
work
what I'm
your way
saying?
up for that.
Because I got to a different
Yeah.
level based off of I knew already what I asked God for. When you ask God for certain,
See, probably I ain't gonna say probably, but Chulo, this man, he automatically come into the role as a fixer guy. I want to provide, and there's nothing wrong with that. But a woman has to earn that, man. You don't just drop into her life and just say, man, let me see what I can take over, let me see what I can fix. Yeah, that might help the situation for her to really appreciate you or whatnot. And I'm not saying it's nothing wrong with it, but it has to be some form of reciprocation being shown before you just dive in and crash out and you start taking care of her complete lifestyle. She has to really show that she's worth being taken care of, because if she's not, you're going to get played.
things, and you find it, you automatically assume that position. You know what I'm saying? Because I already knew what I needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody needs something different. I needed something to appear in my
Everybody
face,
different.
you know, appear in my life, and be that person who needed me for
And
something.
y'all been married for how long?
For the last
They don't even
six
know.
years.
See?
See? You better.
We've been together too long. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I appreciate the way that you approach marriage and the way that you approach
Don't you do it, fellas.
Yeah.
What? Don't do what?
Hey, that's how you
Don't
boss
do
up to the
what?
highest level, bro.
Don't do what?
That's how y'all boss up
Don't
to the
come
highest
in and
level.
take care of
Because check this out. I don't know if she was with him before he had money, but let's say she was with him when he already had money. That's all she ever knows is you having money. And you went into her life and you started playing this Bob the Builder and you started putting puzzles and pieces together and fixing her life. She doesn't know you at your low when you didn't have anything. She didn't already deem you as a leader when you ain't have nothing. So let's say something happens and you don't have anything. Is she still gonna be there? And that's a real question to ask.
30
JT,
million
I
plus
take care
right
of
now.
you, Randy.
JT brought we got back together on
He brought
May
weed.
18th, 2018. We moved into our first house together that 4th of July weekend.
That's how I moved. So I gotta
That's
slow
how you
down.
do it. That's how you do it when you know you know.
It was now be clear. We were still staying. I own a condo,
Right.
So we were staying in my condo for a little while, but he was just like, yeah, I don't feel comfortable in your
Exactly.
stuff.
There we go. That's a real man. That's a real man.
So yeah,
Real man
it was,
ain't never gonna feel comfortable in nothing
Well,
that
my
y'all
wife,
bought.
she a Hawaiian warrior because I had to take her through it. And I had to make sure she was battle tested. Had to make sure sure she was ready. Listen, we started off on some 50-50
Told you
stuff.
something the matter with him.
The longer we kept talking, the more I kept relieving her. Until now, she don't have a job. She don't pay no bills. All she do is
She made it through the war. We happy for her. She made it. She got her better.
Now let me piggyback off of 2K real quick, man. It's something I used to preach about in my 20s with my wife. You got the basic package and you got the premium package. A lot of women float around the realm of the basic package because they don't want to do the things to put themselves in the premium package. Now, once you get into the premium package, you get more perks, more benefits. But to get into that package, you got to do a whole lot more. You know, you got to let me be me. Let me be 100% me. Don't nag. Be supportive. Help. You know, be a housemate, whatever that might be for your household. And then you can allow yourself to get into the premium package. But if you're in the basic package, it's going to be limited. It's going to be limited functions. I'm not going to be paying certain things for you. I'm not going to be picking this up, picking that up. I'm telling you, it's going to be very limited resources and actions done on the man's end. But if you're willing to fight to get in the premium package, you're going to get 100% of that guy.
I think the bill thing is so OD.
It is.
Because providing is so much more than just paying.
I can pay my own
bills.
bills.
Because if you're gonna be, it is so much. You can
That's
you
a big
provide for me
component.
mentally, physically, emotionally too.
It is until you can't pay the bill.
That's
you
true,
to
but
pay
as
the
your
bills,
rib,
though.
you put me in a position where if you fall, I'm able to pick you up.
Yeah, but if I'm gonna be submissive, I'm gonna listen to you. I'm gonna be obedient. I need you to take all this other stress off of me, so I
That's
can really
true,
settle
but
into that. 'Cause that's
I
hard for me, I
understand
ain't
that,
gonna
but
lie.
Look what she wants.
people are human.
She already said what she wanted. She want to fall into the take all this stress off me so I can fall into my feminine. No, it don't work like that, man. You need to already be in your feminine. And if a guy wants to take that off of you, that's just part of the, you know, the perks of being with that guy.
You need a shot collar.
You mean to tell me
You need a shot collar to train
Hey,
up.
it is. You don't know shot calling
That's
to
not
train me.
realistic.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You shot in to train me.
Okay, so let's get into this conversation because we didn't talk all around the conversation.
Y'all crazy. Y'all smoking.
I think you a social.
No, Randy, we gonna be on this forever.
I'm sober. Okay, let's
Not
get
in real
into
life. I'm just playing.
No,
I'm cool with it.
I just think we twism. I think we tism twins. It's okay.
No.
Y'all, I'm gonna leave it right there. I want y'all to finish up the rest of the Let's Rant About It with Randy Rosario. There was a lot chill this episode. I'm not gonna lie, there was a whole lot chill. Anton was super reserved. He was kind of letting everybody else talk, but this was a good panel talking about marriage because I'm married myself. So I feel like I could speak on these topics. You know, I'm in a marriage that I've been in since 2017. I've been with my old lady since 2009. So we've been together for a while, you know, still rocking out strong. And she lets me be who I am and be 100% me. That's what it's about. But shout out to Anton Daniels, man. Okay, if anybody's still here, I guess you one of the, you know, the OG supporters. You appreciate my commentary if you make it to the end of this video. Now, on Anton Daniels' Millionaire Morning Show, probably about a day or two ago, I super chatted into his show. Just to, you know, I wanted to speak on the topic that he was talking on. He was talking about the LA fires. So I super chatted. I was like, what did I say? I said, LA is about to be restructured. Everybody need to get out. And then when I super chatted, when he went to reading it, he said, JayBReacts. Like, he literally like shouted me out, and it was kind of surreal on the shout out that he gave. And you just never know who's watching the stuff that you reacting to, or the stuff that you putting online. Because I would have never thought in a million years that he probably was seeing some of the videos that I reacted to on his content, which, I mean, a few of them, they got decent views, so he possibly have, but I just didn't know. But when he shouted me out, gave me blessings, the whole nine, he said I was cooking, I was freaking out because I'm watching it live time while he's saying it, so I was really freaking out. I'm gonna snip that part on there, and I might put it on my Instagram or something like that. So if you want to see it, I'll have it on my Instagram. I'm not gonna put it on the YouTube or anything like that probably, but I'll have it on the Instagram for sure. But no, shout out to Anton Daniels, man. It's kind of dope seeing somebody that you look up to, that inspires you, and inspired me to actually dive deeper into content creation. So shout out to Anton Daniels, man. Y'all make sure y'all support and rock him 100%, which I know y'all already do for sure. This your boy JayBReacts, y'all. I want y'all to like the video, comment below, and until next time, peace.